As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Two of the NFL's best starts challenging each other here. Off we go in a Week 4 showdown. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, it's a get to Bigsby. He's got room to roam here. Touchdown, Denver! They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. This return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And an excellent return here sets them up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
And his first pass falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
The throw clock. He loses the football. And he recovers his own mistake. He can keep going here. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. ETN on 3rd down. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. 20-yard gain on the play. And that's a Jaguar first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
That's Thomas. He's got it. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 39. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Hey. 11.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Riley Moss with the pick. And the Broncos will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Running right is Bigsby. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. The former #1 pick, Trayvon Walker on the stop. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Again, it's Bigsby. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Here we go, set.
Now Nick's on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Bigsby. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Nick's with it on 1st. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Now Nix. Chased out to his right. He can run it. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
Ready.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Nix from the gun. Connects with his back. Jaleel McLaughlin. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving.
Well, the big guy gets him some positive yardage in close. It's not that the defense didn't expect run. I just don't think they expected him to be the one running it.
Let's go now.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Here's an option play right side. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
A 4-yard loss on the play. 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
And they can go ahead and... Time for our second quarter. Let's see if the Broncos can capitalize in the red zone.
Set. Go.
Complete on the option. It's a Denver touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Devin Duvernay to return it. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got first down from the 31.
Hey, Ron.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos get it back after a marvelous defensive effort.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made... Everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six?
On first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
Able to get it to Franklin. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you get on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That's Bigsby. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And he's brought down for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They run it again with Bigsby. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Just 1 yard on the play. A couple of real nice stops. Forced 4th and 1.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here we go on 4th. Nix. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
11, Agate.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Hits him on the out route. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
First and 10, it's Lawrence. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Another try following the sack. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Broncos are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders.
Touchdown, Denver! Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos stretch their lead to 21. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a first and 10.
Hey, Lion. Hey, I'm gun. Stay right open. Go, let's go.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. ETN on the catch. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Orlando. The Jaguars, with a lot of ground between where they are now and where they need to go. Out of the gun, Lawrence. He's on the move. As the open man downfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
13, Luke. Same play. Go.
Lawrence now off the play action. That's taken in by ETN. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Completed left-sided Thomas. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
30 left.
First down from the red zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Cam Little to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars get it back to a 14-point game. On now is Cook to kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Shotgun give now to Bigsby. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. Escapes the pocket. Launching deep down the right sideline. Toward the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
Davis there to grab it. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Forced out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it.
Brought in inside the 20. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars parlay the interception into points. On is Little for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Has this at the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining.
Go! Panther 11! Panther 11!
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That's intercepted near the sideline. And the Jaguars get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
11, add him.
Lawrence working from the gun. Finding Davis. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Hey, let's go. Hey, kill.
Throwing it just before halftime. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars cut it to just a point before halftime. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And his kick is good. And what a first half that was as we officially go into the locker rooms now, all tied up. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far, and no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a huge return sets up the offense on the opposite side of the field.
Okay, this is one of those situations where I got my eyes on the offensive coordinator because I know coming out of halftime he had his plan. And his plan probably changed with that great field position he has now. And can they take a shot? Will they take a shot? I'd sure love to see it.
First down throw, Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Hey, lion.
Trying again, following the sack. And they pick him off again. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Well, no surprises here. They decline the holding call and hang on to the interception. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Now a give left side to Bigsby. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
They give up the gut to Bigsby. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Into the second level past the 30. And he has it down to the 26-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Here we go.
They'll run this with Bigsby. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him.
Let's go.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hut.
From the 23. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Go.
3rd and long for Nix. McLaughlin's got it, complete. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio. This guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And instead of 3 points, quarter 3 remains tied.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
They've got 1st down from the 31.
Here's the 24.
Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. He'll get this to ETN. It's a 31-yard play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive. Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Hey, go! Oh, hey, I'm gun. Red. Great job. Take right open. Go, let's go.
From the 24. That's Thomas, he's got it. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
13, Lou. Hey.
Working inside the red zone. And he scores. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a third-quarter lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, Shaq. Ready?
Here's a give up the middle. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Play action with Nix. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done. When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage, he gets to that edge.
And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Jaguars grow their lead off the turnover. Trevor Lawrence with the touchdown. Little tacks on the extra point. And the Jaguars double their lead to 14. On now is Cook to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready?
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Another carry for him. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Throwing on first down, Nix. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
You know, most pass rushers really don't get enough credit for how well they read those quarterbacks. As he was fighting his blocker, kept his eyes on the ball, and he timed it perfectly to get a hand up in the throwing lane and force the incompletion.
Putting a receiver in motion. Nix again on 2nd and 10. Cut out left. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Kid, I was on the field with a young high school quarterback just last week, and I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Jaguars are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Oh, boy. They cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His third through the air this game. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars stretch their lead to 21.
42, Broncos 21. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
On now is Cook to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Unlock line, set, Bronco 80. Go.
Here's a handoff up the gut. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Let's go now. Ready.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Come on, set. Ready.
Nix. Finds him over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Jaguars have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Completed to Davis. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Complete. It's Ingram. And he goes out a little short of the 40. That's a pickup of 9. And that's a Jaguar first down.
Safe right. These are 24. Go.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Rolling left, buying some time. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's out a yard or two shy of the 15. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
11.
Lawrence to throw it. And he scores. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. On is Little for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Jaguars grow their lead yet again. On now is Cook to kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That's into the hands of Franklin. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here's 2nd and 2. Caught by Deebo Samuel. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
19.
Nix with it on 1st. Fits it through the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. It's a 21-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st. They'll throw again. Nix. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up.
Ready? Cougar 19.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up 1st and 10 now inside the red zone. Nix from the gun. On the move, headed right. He's keeping it. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What a great play by the defense. Play breaks down, but that defense stays disciplined. Nobody loses control, and they end up stopping him for a loss.
60 Bobcat. Ready?
To throw, here's Nix. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Jaguars have it as he records the 1st interception of his young career. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity of looks in that close, particularly as we get through the 2nd half. But once you have to finish with points. I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Hey, hey. Red.
Lawrence working from the gun. That's taken in by Etienne. It's a pickup of 26. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Run. 11, again. Here we go.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Jaguar first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
11.
First and 10, it's Lawrence. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Let's go.
From the gun, Etienne gets it. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. We reach the 2-minute warning from Orlando. Jaguars close to beginning the year 4-0. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Hey, easy. Route.
They send the tight end in motion. Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Pass is caught at the 9. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Hey, Lion.
They'll run, Etienne. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Jaguars continue piling it on here in the 4th. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Little tax on the extra point. And the Jaguars continue piling on to this lead. On now is Cook to kick this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
This finds Franklin. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the ladder. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Nix. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as it begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
A bit of desperation on this deep shot, and they pick him off again. And the Jaguars are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He was a play caller. He was an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back. And this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect a timeout coming any moment now.
Red.
Lining up to take a knee on second down.
Silver.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to